Welcome back, everybody, to the Have You Heard podcast, the only music podcast where we talk about the music that we've all listened to. I'm Pablo.
And I'm Nathan.
And guys, we got a real special episode
Oh
today.
yeah.
Obviously, you saw the title. I know what you're thinking. Seasons. What's the deal with that? And we'll get to that later. But basically, this is going to be like a recap episode of the last 19 episodes of the Have You Heard podcast. So we're going to talk
Dang,
about
19.
19
Time flies,
full
man.
episode. Time really flies. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to look at all our successful reviews that we've done of albums. There's 5 of them, I believe, and we're going to list them in order from worst to best. And we haven't discussed this at all, and we're going to try to come to a consensus of which of the 5 albums was the best and which is the worst. We might do a whole top 5.
And I don't know. Yeah. And I don't know Pablo's list. He doesn't know mine.
Yep, I am literally.
We know like some ideas just because they're obvious and we make them super clear, like which albums we love, but we don't know like exactly 5 to 1.
Yeah.
The list. We don't.
Yeah. Okay. So, would you like to go first?
Yeah. Am I just saying just all the way full list 5
Yeah,
to 1?
do
Or am I
5
just doing number 5?
5 to 1, worst to best. Yeah.
Okay. Well, number 5. I feel bad for putting this here, but I put American Teen.
Oh, okay.
Number 5. What did you expect?
I thought you were gonna say 808s. I was gonna slap you.
No. All right, so then I put number 4 with Sire.
All right.
Which was super hard. I was gonna put it somewhere else, but I was like, oh. Number 3, I put 808s. Number 2, I put Goodbye and Good Riddance, and then number 1, I put Malibu Nights. I love Malibu Nights.
The absolute treason over here. That's fine, but
Yeah, let's hear yours then, huh?
All right, I'm being honest. I don't think I can
have
even
any
rank
like?
these.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Listen, it's gonna be rough. Okay, you're gonna hate me in 2 seconds. Okay.
All right, let's do it. Let's see it.
Number 5. No, I can't.
Did you put Malibu Nights?
I was gonna say Malibu Nights is number 5, but I can't. And here's my reasoning. No, I won't give my reasoning. Okay.
Yikes.
Okay. Screw this.
You put 808s at number 5 if you want.
No,
we could be completely equal.
No. I'm gonna say.
Well, what's at number 4?
I don't know. Okay, number 4 is Goodbye and Good Riddance. I think number 5 is American Teen. I think number 5 is American Teen.
Okay.
Number 5 is American Teen. Number 4 is Goodbye and Good Riddance. No,
Alright.
Number 4 is Malibu Nights. Let me restart. Number 5 is American Teen.
Alright.
Number 4 is Malibu Nights. Number 3 is Goodbye and Good Riddance. Number 2 is Sire. Number 1 is 808s and Heartbreak.
Alright, that makes that's fair.
Okay.
On some levels.
So let me explain my choices.
Wait, did you put number 2 as Goodbye and Good Riddance?
Number 2 is Sire. Number 3 is Goodbye and Good Riddance.
Okay, so we only have number 5 has come to a consensus.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my reasoning for each. American Teen it's good. I'm not gonna dog it.
Yeah.
It's just that some of the songs just kind of feel generic, and you don't really notice this on your first listen through. But as I've added them to my playlist and I've been listening to them as I'm doing work in this amazing quarantined world that we're currently living in.
Oh yeah.
I just kind of get sick of some of the songs. You know, like some really stand out. I'm really vibing to Another Sad Love Song and like I don't know what else. Hopeless is that's it. I only like that one. I guess.
Do you not know? I just thought you just didn't know any more songs.
Okay. Like I like them, but I feel like there's not really any storytelling, and it doesn't really stray far from anything else. I get it's his debut studio album, but Sire is also Jaden Smith's debut studio album. And we'll get to that later. For number 4, Malibu Nights. Again, it does kind of all the songs kind of tend to mesh together sometimes.
But you loved like 2 of the songs on there. You like put them on like your personal little mixtape you told me about.
I don't think I did.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you put Valentine's Day on there.
My mix.
And you liked Run. You liked Run. I
Run
know
is
that.
a slapper. Run is beautiful.
Yeah. That's what
Valentine's
I
Day is
thought.
beautiful. Okay. I think that I really like the story behind it. There is no story to the album itself, but like behind the making of it, of he made it in 30 days. He just isolated it himself in his room and he made it. Like I think that's so admirable and like incredible that like someone can just do that and come up with an album that uh, is pretty good. I think I gave this an 8. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I gave it an 8. But with that being said, it kind of sounds like an album that was released in 30 days because it's incredibly short and uh, it doesn't really it didn't really leave me with a feeling other than damn, we really do live in a society, you know? And like,
Stupid feeling.
dude, like I get that feeling all the time is the point. I'm trying to assist.
Okay.
Okay, number 3, what did I say? Goodbye and good riddance. Absolutely
Yeah.
slaps. We've been through this. Like we just
We can
recorded.
definitely come to a consensus with Goodbye and Good Riddance, but definitely not Malibu Nights or because those are like opposite for us right now.
Okay. The thing with goodbye and
You
good
can
riddance.
definitely put Goodbye to number 2, and you can move Sire to number 3.
No, no.
Come
Okay,
on.
we'll get to this. We'll get to this later. This is why I'm
Come
explaining myself.
on.
Hold your titties, dude. God damn.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, goodbye and good riddance. There, like, okay. There's like a story being told in it, which I can say that it does over American. Well, okay, American Teen has a story. It's just not that interesting of a story. It's just like, damn, got broken up with. Haha.
You're the kind of guy that likes lore
Dog,
from an album. You're like
listen.
a lore goblin.
All 5 of these albums are great, okay? So like I
But
have
you're
to
the
go.
kind of guy who's like, it needs to have a plot line.
No, but like when Sire has a story that is easy to pick up and understand and make sense, whereas American Teen is just kind of all over the place, and it's just
Who
like, yeah,
care?
I got broken
Who
up with.
gives a crap
Dude!
about a story? You just listen to a song and you just tell yourself, hey, this is pretty good. I'm gonna keep
But
listening.
all these albums are just the same thing because they're all good. So I have to look at each of them and like they're different elements. Why am I clicking my mouse? I'm not clicking anything. I'm just because you're stressing me out.
Am I grinding your gears
You're
right now?
grinding my gears. You're ducking my turkey. You're eating my ass. All right, like just.
All right. Anyways, continue with number 3. I
I,
think you're at right now. I
okay,
think
yeah, I didn't finish number 3 because you keep interrupting me. I'm gonna mute you in
Okay.
2 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye and good riddance. It is good,
Yes.
but
Yes.
it's not amazing. Like it's his debut studio album, and it shows because he could go nowhere but up. There's nothing like, pardon me. There's nothing outstanding on the album, but there's nothing awful except for Armed and Dangerous. And
Oh my god.
like there's
Brett just comes in.
Brit just comes in going poopity scoop. Okay. It's just that there's nothing that like blew me away. It's just like he's rapping. He's like drugs, depression.
Well, all rap
Sad.
songs for you.
Exactly. I just feel like
Okay, after that's actually a good point. After you make that, I can probably move Goodbye and Good Riddance, so we can have a consensus for that.
Okay. Sire, probably a bit biased on this. All right. I just think that it tells a good story. Blue is a masterpiece that I never get to hear enough of because I can't add it to my playlist or anything. Lost Boy 90,
I
Icon.
like Lost Boy.
It's just so good, and there's a story. I don't know if you've
Yeah,
heard.
that's why
heard
I
about the
liked Sire
story.
because it was like a really unique, different kind of song. I haven't listened to. It was like a weird instrumental, but kind of like a rap
Hmm.
mixture in a way. I don't know how to describe it. It was just different. If you listen to it yourself, you'll understand the feeling. It's weird, but it's super cool to listen to.
That's Sire. Also, it's very different as opposed to something like American Teen and Goodbye and Good Riddance, which are both their respective artists' first album, like official album. It's but Sire has more differentiation between the tracks. With Watch Me, you got that guitar. Lost Boy, it's just long as hell. 90, it's just good. And Blue, even in Blue itself, which is technically one song, it goes through like 15 different genres in the span of like
It's so
two
weird.
seconds.
Yeah, it's a weird like roller coaster.
And then number one,
It
808s and
sucks.
Heartbreak. I don't like. It influenced a generation. It's just absolute. It's my go-to album for when I'm sad, which happens a lot because
Yep.
life. What's the deal with that?
Yep.
I should be a stand-up comedian. I'd be really good. I just go. So,
Please don't go understand
heard
a
about this
comedian.
Trump guy. What's the deal with him? He's a real stick in the mud.
So stupid. Let's move on. What
Yeah,
are you
okay.
at? Number one?
I'm
And then
done.
you
Yeah,
said
808s
808s.
and Heartbreak. I have really nothing to say. I've spoken my truth
Right.
about it. We just recorded the episode. Well, not like just, but like a few weeks ago. I don't think I can express any more love for it.
Right. My
Yeah.
reasoning is pretty much the same because I just kept adding on to what you were saying when you're giving your reasoning.
Hmm.
Can't really say anything else. Except about Malibu Nights. The reason I put it as number one. Um, when how
I'm sorry,
he put
Nathan.
himself into like
You're like really
what?
cutting out. Could you just repeat that real quick?
Oh, I said I put Malibu Nights as my number one. Not because of the coincidence that you were talking about when you said he put himself in like isolation, and how we're in isolation right now. I don't know. I found that was funny.
That's not why I put it. No,
I
I
know.
just
I just realized that. I was like, hey, he put himself in isolation, just like we're in right now.
I
That's not why though. I just found that as there was a funny coincidence.
I just pointed that out because I was gonna put it at number five because
Yeah,
I
you're the lore goblin. I know it's fine.
no, that's not why I'm saying it. I'm just saying because I think that American Teen is more enjoyable and there's more meat on its bones. But I have to pay respects where respects are due, and the fact that uh, Paul, everyone's favorite member of the Laney band, and he's also the only one I know, wrote this in 30 days. I think that's admirable, and I think that it should deserve some brownie points for it. And that's all I have to say about it.
Well, yeah, I think Malibu Nights. It's like a multiple purpose album. Like you could listen to like most of the songs if you're sad, if you're happy, just for like a bump.
Hmm.
That's why I don't know. I just like how it's really convenient for many different situations or scenarios. You could just listen to it every. All the songs are super catchy. I like the artist. Very good album. Number one, all the way.
Okay. Do you have anything
Okay.
else? Do you want to just go through number one through five, or because do you have
No,
anything
because
else?
my like it's just gonna sound the exact same. It's just
Okay.
a waste of time.
So here's what I'm thinking. We both established American Teen is number five,
Yes, I can
and
definitely move Sire after because I just realized how like unique Sire was. I kind of like it more than
okay.
what I had at number three.
So where do you want to put Goodbye and Good Riddance? Three or four? Because I feel like that's the two
We
I'm
can
thinking.
move it to a three.
A three. Okay. And then
I could probably put Sire at two.
Sire at
I can
two.
move Sire from four to two, man.
Okay. Hold on. I don't like where this is going.
Okay, here's what I if I did what we just talked about. Here's what my top five would be. Number five would be American Teen. Number four would be Goodbye and Good Riddance.
Mhm.
Number three would still be 808s. Number two would be Sire, and number one would be Malibu Nights.
Okay.
So I think we would have Sire and American at the same spots because your Sire is at number two, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm definitely not putting 808s at number one. If you're gonna try and persuade me, not happy. You can maybe do your hardest to get to like a number two, but
You
for
know
now, I
what?
think number three is where it stays.
Here's the thing. If I just like fire you, does that mean? Does that mean? I don't know if I have the authority to fire you, but if I was
I
to
mean,
get
you
the
are
authority,
the producer, the
I am
establisher,
the
the artist, the
producer,
janitor, all that.
janitor, graphic
Yeah.
designer, editor.
You got a designer, rapper on the side.
Yeah, side rapper. You know, gotta do what you gotta do.
Sorry, I have an opinion. God.
Okay, here's the thing though, because we're pushing. You're trying to push Malibu Nights at number one, and leaving number four open. Like you're just. This isn't making sense, Nathan.
How about you just put Goodbye and Good Riddance at number four and call it a day?
I say Goodbye and Good Riddance number four. I'll put Sire to three.
Okay, now we have American Teen and Goodbye and Good Riddance. That's good. That's good.
Okay, so five
We have
American
those
Teen,
at a consensus.
four Goodbye and Good Riddance, three Sire. So now it's very
Number two
interesting.
is Malibu Nights.
Number two is gonna be, yeah. Thank you. Oh, how kind of you to negotiate with me. Here's the thing. Let me explain this.
Hey
It's
man,
just
it
that
works.
without 808s and Heartbreak, even if you don't, no, I don't want to say that because the music is still amazing. We have to.
It's just because we like more music. That's why I think we're disagreeing. Like we're not just looking at the album. We're just looking at like the artist. That's what I feel like. Because there's a lot more songs that you like from Kanye. That's for sure.
That is definitely for sure because there's only
Yeah.
7 tracks on Malibu Nights. But
Hmm.
here's the thing. Even with 808s and Heartbreak, it's not even that long. I mean, it's pretty long.
Okay.
Like it's longer compared to Malibu Nights, but that's because it has more, how you say, more goodness. It has more good stuff on it, I would say. It has more. You're telling me, are you telling me,
I think you're telling. I think you're making this up by yourself, man. I don't even know if I'm
are you
listening.
telling me Taking Me Back is better than Paranoid?
Yes.
What the hell?
Paranoid. I liked Paranoid, but
I'm gonna truck my headphones out the window right now. You said Paranoid was like your favorite, and you said Taking Me Back was actually like at the bottom of the barrel.
well, that's Pablo. That's one song, my man.
This is actually baloney.
It's one song.
This is straight up a
It is
bologna
one song.
sandwich with tuna.
Okay. I think we should just agree to disagree. Leave it at that because
This
we're
was
gonna be
not the
here a
point of
while.
this episode.
We're gonna be here a while. We have other things to discuss.
All right, yeah, sure. Hold on. It's been 16 minutes so far. Yeah, I think that's a good point to.
It could be 45, man.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about the whole seasons idea. So basically, I had this idea. It was like midway through this season. Basically, it's not on like Spotify, I think, or YouTube. We don't have it on there, but I think on Apple Music and maybe or not Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, and I think Google Podcasts has it too. You can have your podcast set up into different seasons. So at first we just kind of shrugged it off. We didn't really see a point, but then I had the great idea to have a like every season, which would be like 20 episodes or so. At the end of it, we would have a recap episode where we rank all the albums we take a look at and decide that 808s and Heartbreak is the best one. And basically, by doing that, we would just kind of, like, we would just, I don't know, we would just try to have some fun, you know, just kind of keep things lighthearted, change things up a little bit, so you're not constantly just hearing us go, yeah, I like the instrumentals of this one, you know, like we're just trying to change
Oh
things up,
yeah.
have some fun with it. So yeah, and seasons basically, we mentioned this. I think it was, yeah, I think it was the episode with Lauren. It was the American Teen episode that we noticed that that was the third album we had successfully reviewed, and it was the third album that was relatively sad in nature. And we agreed that day after we were recording, or maybe it was during we were recording, to in the future our next episode would be a happy album. That didn't happen
Nope.
because I had the idea, what if this whole season um, was entirely sad albums? And we looked at it and we're like, that would be a great idea. But
Hmm.
when do we signify the end of season? So then we had the idea of the recap, and now we're here today. So each season is going to be 20 episodes long, and the finale of each season would be an episode like this where we recap. Um, and now we're going to discuss the topic of next season because it's not always going to be sad albums. So next
Yes.
season, we were really struggling. We had a lot of people come up to us and be like, "Oh my God, are you reviewing Eternal Take by Lil Uzi?" And we're like, "Nope." That's all we said. And we're like, it's kind of a shame that we're not able to review this. Like, it was hot while we were editing, but not editing,
Yeah.
recording, but like we couldn't because our topic was sad albums, and that was not a
Hmm.
sad album. So next season is going to be what I'm calling the TRC season. And I know what you're thinking.
Here
Uh,
we go.
what does TRC stand for? Uh,
Oh boy.
I came up with this myself. I'm very excited about this.
The anticipation is killing me.
It stands for trap, rap, and crap. So it's just like modern rap, I guess. I just thought that name was really clever. It's really not that clever. So yeah, it's just gonna be like modern rap and stuff. So we have a few episodes planned out. Obviously, Eternal Take is gonna be one of them, but I'm not gonna let you guys know any of the other episodes just yet because
No,
you're
no, no.
gonna listen to them when they're out anyway. So just wait, okay? So
Hmm.
that's how seasons are gonna work, and I think that's it from the seasons part of it. Now, really quick, we just want to plug our social medias. I know it kind of sounds kind of scummy, but we realized that this could be a very useful tool if it is implemented correctly, and we've only mentioned it a few times. So I feel like we got to mention it some more. So first off, we have a Twitter page. It's at HYH Music Podcast. So go follow that for like updates and stuff. We'll always make a tweet whenever there's a new episode out, and sometimes we'll hint at uh, later episodes or maybe some side projects like animated episodes that we're doing. So we highly recommend checking that out. And speaking of animated episodes, make sure to also go check out our YouTube channel. It's also at it's just YouTube or
It's just Have You
Jesus.
Heard. That's You can just look up Have You Heard.
Dude, I know how to speak English. Shut up, dude.
Just helping you out. Just because you don't know the name.
I'm
I'm already there. I was
thinking.
gonna plug the YouTube because you were talking about it. I was
Uh,
ready. It's
yeah,
right here.
yeah. If you want to find it, it's actually on our Anchor page. If you don't listen on Anchor, you can find our page by going to bit.ly/hyhmusic, and you'll find our Anchor page, and that will have all our links to all our episodes and all the services we're on, along with our YouTube page and our website. Wow, great transitions. Thank you.
Dang, look at this segue.
We also have a website where you can also listen to our podcast. But you're already listening to the podcast, so why do you care? It also has like an about section. We have a blog on there too, which we don't really use too much except for when we make a episode. But you should check it out. You can check it out at bit.ly/hyh site. That's HYHSITE. Um, and yeah, there's also like a members area you can join on there, so that you can, uh, I guess, text us and stuff. Or you can always send us an email at hyhmusicpodcast@gmail.com. The link's in our description on all our streaming services we're on. And I think that's enough for plugging our stuff. So
Yeah, I think that's it.
right now, how about we just kind of recap about how we're feeling? Nathan, how did you feel about this season? Did you have fun?
About this season, yeah, I had a fun time doing this. Just because how we like that even um dispersion of like how we did actual episodes, and then we tried to do some episodes,
Sometimes they
and it
didn't
didn't really
work.
work. Yeah, and it didn't work out.
Yeah,
And there's just some episodes we had other people on, like the boys episode we
was up.
recently did.
That was so fun. Got to be it. You know what? Sometimes it's nice to just take a break, not take things so seriously. Like, listen, guys, we take this super seriously. We're trying to become, we're trying to have fun right now with our stuff, but we're trying to work our way up there, gain some respect from the higher up people in the podcasting world, and we're always taking this seriously. So sometimes I think you guys should understand. We need to take a break, like with the boys episode. That's really the only episode we've had where we're like joking around or something.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, it's nice to see that you guys were still supporting us when we're joking around. And yeah, this season was a lot of fun. I have to admit, having people on, we were really surprised that people wanted to be on. We didn't really have any expectation for this.
It's for sure surprised me.
Yeah, like
Like when like just for a quick example, like when Brett said he wanted to be on to help us do goodbye and good riddance, I was like, dang, okay, get him on, and it was actually a really fun time.
yeah, he
So
was
having
actually.
guests for me makes it a way better experience.
So yeah, if there's any well, not really any listeners, but like if we know you, no offense, we don't want to just have anybody on, like none of our fans that we don't exactly know. Like I don't know. I don't want to sound rude, but I don't want to just. I'm
Understandable.
gonna stop talking.
It's
Um,
understandable, yeah. They understand. They
No,
understand. I'm
we're
sure
always
they
looking
get it.
for more people because it spices things up. It's not just the same two people being like, "Yo, have you listened to this podcast or this
Nah, bro.
album? Uh,
Nah,
you should listen to this album. It's pretty cool.
nah,
It's made
nah,
by
nah, nah. Stupid.
it's actually kind of like the best album ever, and it's
Yeah,
definitely
what was
better
it
than
called?
stupid Malibu Nights and Armed and
Don't
Dangerous."
use its name in vain.
Okay. You adding people to the podcast, kind of spices things up. It keeps people more engaged, and it keeps us more engaged because we're always trying to find more people who are interested. So yeah, uh, yeah. This season we had a lot of fun episodes. We had
It was an interesting season. I really enjoyed it.
yeah for our beginning season, our opening season. I think this was definitely a success, and we're very excited to see you guys in the next TRC season for Trap Rap and Crap. But that
Oh
takes me to the
yeah.
next. That takes me to the next point. Actually, um, we'll actually be taking a 3 week break after this episode has been published. We'll be taking 3 weeks off, and then the next season will start. And I did this because I'm bad at math, if I'm being honest. Um, because I was like, if there's 20 episodes per season, there's 56 weeks in a year. I was like, 56 divided by 2 is 23, which it's not. You'll notice it's 28. So yeah, I was like, it's either we have a 25 episode season or we take 8 week break.
Wait, hold on. There's 56. I thought there's 52 weeks.
You really gonna make me Google this?
Oh my
How
god, am I gonna
many
feel like a
weeks
stupid
in a year?
person?
Oh, it is 52.
I
All right,
knew it.
all right, all right.
This just in, Pablo's a buffoon.
Okay, yeah, we get it. I'm a buffoon. That's cool and all. But you know what? Yeah, we're gonna be taking a 3 week break after this episode, and you
Alright,
know
so yeah, be patient 3 weeks. We'll
yeah,
start season
3
2.
weeks later we'll see you guys for the TRC season. That'll be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, we'll catch you guys then. So thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, I'm Pablo,
And I'm Nathan.
and we'll see you guys in 3 weeks.